Paul here with the bestdrummerintheworld.com, talking today with Anthony LaMarca of St. Vincent. Thanks for joining us today. First of all, I've been watching some clips online, and I really like the way you've been able to take the different textures from her recordings and reproduce them live. You go into your setup and explain kind of how you get different drum sounds.
Yeah, I started, I guess my approach has changed for every tour as our arrangements sort of change every tour. When I first started, I was taking the approach that I also play with Dean and Britta, and with them it's like using a lot of different mallets and just using the drums to get different sound textures, and how I can change the sound of the drums as simply as possible, just using how I'm hitting them, muting them and stuff. And for Annie's stuff, we also use the
SPDS.
Yeah, the SPDS pad. So that is used for some stuff that's just either way impractical to try and recreate live, like giant church bell sound, or whatever, or stuff that you just can't do live, just like studio effect and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm triggering some stuff with that, and then after the tour that we did with Andrew Bird, I was really impressed with his drummer, Mark Dosh.
Oh, he's so great.
Yeah, and he's so masterful with how he's looping and affecting his drums. So I was like, oh yeah, I should do that here and really pull out some more sonic possibilities from. So on the February tour that we did, I had 3 extra mics on my snare, or 1 extra mic each on my snare, kick, and floor that I was running through fuzz, delay, gate, and reverb.
Awesome.
And using those to get like on the bass drum on the batter side, if I hit it lightly and distort it, it would sound like a big concert bass drum. And with T-towels on the snare and floor tom, I can get them to sort of sound like 808s.
Right. And, so you'll be pulling that stuff off, throwing it on here and there.
Well, actually, I just got a set of Simmons drums. I got a set of the SDS8, so it's like a 5-channel analog drum set, basically. And so I'm using 2 of the pads, and since the pads are basically just big hexagonal contact mics, I have a pad just on the ground that I'm stepping on to trigger the kick drum as well. So I'm tweaking those to sort of make them sound like 808s, and just sound like sympathetic and stuff.
Yeah.
And also affecting those. So today will be the first time that I have pulled those out.
Did you have any resistance to coming into the electronic world of things?
No, not really. And part of it was just Jake at CNC Drums. He had come to one of our shows in Kansas, and he was telling me about his friend who does all these mods on Simmons stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I should check those out. And started watching videos online, and there's a lot of people talking about them, and really intelligently using them, approaching them as a totally different instrument, and it seemed like a really perfect addition to my setup for this particular trip.
Yeah.
And I have no qualms about pulling out with that. Just being like, why not?
Yeah. What other groups are you playing with?
I do some stuff with Dean and Britta.
Okay. And what is Dean and Britta?
Dean Wareham used to front Galaxy 500, and then Luna after that, and then his wife Britta played bass in Luna for a while. And they just have their own stuff, and I've been touring with them since 2007. And we just finished up a big run, which started in they got commissioned rights to music for Andy Warhol's short films.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so we've been doing this show where we're performing with Warhol's films behind us, and playing on film. So it's really, really cool.
And then you have a more solo project?
Yeah. I have a band in which me and my brother write all the music called The Building, and we just finished some recordings with that, and we're still working on the record which we'll hope to have out in the fall. And
Do you play drums for that?
I do not. My friend Jason, I play guitar.
Kind of a broad question, but could you encapsulate your philosophy towards drumming?
I always tend to like drummers who are similar. My favorite drummers are Cleveland perfect rhythm section.
Yeah.
Like everything that we strive to be is just like simple supportive drums, simple bass, you know, and that's my approach whenever I'm in a group, is to see sort of where I fit in without being flashy and without getting in the way of just adding a, you know, I'm way more careful about the sound that I'm producing rather than my technique. Like I'll work on tuning rather than rhythms.
Yeah. You think that being a songwriter, being involved in that side of it, helps you when you go to play with someone like St. Vincent or Dean and Britta, and you feel maybe like you're a more educated drummer?
I guess. I mean, I think if anything, it just sort of helps me see the song as the whole piece and approaching it from that, you know, sort of approaching it from that side rather than approaching it from like a more drummeristic side of like, how can I be the drummer in this band? But just like sort of how can I not get in the way, but also be present, and if I'm not there, feel missed.
Yeah. I really appreciate you taking some time today. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Right. Well, again, Anthony LaMarca of St. Vincent. We're really looking forward to the show. Check it out online. We've got St. Vincent, Dean and Britta, and his own project, The Building.